Welcome to Elevate eCommerce, the podcast where we elevate your e-commerce game. Join our host, Hi Mag, CEO of Eva, as he shares the latest strategies in Amazon, omnichannel, and advertising. Whether you're a seasoned entrepreneur or just starting, Hi's insights and expert interviews will help you thrive in the e-commerce world. Tune in for practical tips and transformative success stories to elevate your business to new heights.
Welcome to the first episode of Elevate e-commerce by Hi Mag. You know, I'm the CEO and co-founder of eCommerce. We started 4 years ago, and it's a distinct pleasure for me to have our first guest, who is the other co-founder of eCommerce. Most of you know him as Barry, and you know us as Hi and Barry. And yes, we are together and in this first episode of Elevate e-commerce. So welcome, Barry. Welcome to the show.
Hi, it's a pleasure having me here. And the Elevate e-commerce is our focus for the last decade, even not only learning from the articles or what people have done, we literally have done this business for years. That's why we strongly believe we bring the real expertise into the platform with the technology power. We are really different than the others. Like, we are not an agency, but at the same time, we are agency. We are not fully technology partner, but at the same time, we have the technology, very strong technology. I'll be happy to share what we have learned so far.
Yeah, that's great to have you. Now, for the ones you don't know us well, so we started eCommerce almost 4 years ago. It's an amazing journey so far. We had thousands of customers using Eva services. We started as a software platform. We ended up having our agency arm serving 100 plus customers. We have our 3PL as well as recovery services, and almost like 10,000 customers are served by Eva today. One of the things common between me and Barry, we are both computer engineers for 20 plus years in total, maybe 50, too much. We know that we are a little bit old guys, but it also gives us the pleasure of the evolution of the AI and the data-oriented programming and all that stuff. And one of the reasons why we started Eva is when we see the lack of using data, and especially accurate data in the Amazon space first, and now also in Walmart, Wayfair, Fair, and other marketplaces, we thought that's the right thing to do. So Barry, maybe before starting with like the focus area, like as we come through this journey for the last 4 years and we focused a lot on data, what's kind of your experiences so far? Like what is the kind of the things that you learned over the last 4 years with Eva?
For the last 4 years, before 4 years, I need to tell this first, because I was doing Amazon business myself and I was consulting different companies what they are doing. But with Eva, right now, we can see the all category-based statistics like big data and more than 9,000 brands. At the same time, what is the role of the player as a customer, that I can easily see where you are at as a customer on Amazon selling your products and how to sell your products, what you are spending for advertising. Data never lies. That's what we believe. And as you said, we both are computer engineers. And as the quantum as today, it literally says the universe is a digital thing instead of the universe is a universe like analog, like a lot of things going on. But it's all about data. And it's confusing. The life is confusing. But Amazon, I define the Amazon world like simple 100 steps combined all together, creating the complexity, like the universe. Everything is 1 and 0. At the end of our brain consists of the 1 and zeros. They combine together. They create something. Sometimes we understand, understand it. Sometimes we don't understand it. Basically, advertising is our main focus today, I know. But for Amazon, you had to learn how to approach as a holistic view as a customer. Like you had to take care of your inventory, how to replenish your inventory. You had to take care of your pricing. You have to take care of your profits. What is your expense? A lot of things. And these are not difficult things to learn, not difficult to reach. It's very easy, but it's time consuming. That's why today we see the ChatGPT started an evolution in the humankind. It's, you can call it a new species, but for Amazon, AI is the number one assistant for you to help and to automate. Basically, we are giving you time by using the technology and AI. That's the main concept overall, that 100 steps combined together. And what we learned, we are teaching to the machine, and machine has the ability to learn more itself. Basically, it's crazy days now. Nowadays, even my kids, they are even surprised. With Tesla car, you automatically set your road and it just drives without doing anything. You can check your emails, you can do whatever. And NVIDIA, as you know, is they are investing on the robots with the AI. And we have started this AI thing almost 8 years ago, before AI is well known with the public. So I studied AI for 7 years myself, and I also a computer engineer. So basically, we hired a lot of brains, the best in their area, to focus on the AI, to give the decisions, and to learn more about the behaviors and the patterns with several algorithms. I don't want to get into the technology, get into details, but we have really infinite scalable architecture that we can increase the capacity of EVA by simply by adding machines, adding hardware to our infrastructure. That is our strongest part. Of course, advertising is both of us. We love to learn. And advertising, I was doing advertising myself like 8 years ago. There was
Barry,
nothing
before you
just
go into advertising, because that's a topic also like very important for our podcast, but I just want to summarize what you said. First of all, I mean, it's not only about focusing on the one thing like advertising, but it's four-pillar strategy where you focus on the conversion, advertising, inventory, as well as the profits. And being successful on Amazon very much depends on a profit-driven strategy. Whatever you do, you need to think about the profits. If not today, what will be the profit tomorrow? So that will be one of the key points. The second one, as you said, we kind of thought about this like many years back, having that AI background even before ChatGPT and all that stuff. And I think we come to two conclusions. One, there are a lot of software companies in the Amazon space. They basically outsource stuff to a few developers, from some great developers from India, Ukraine, wherever, and they think that they can build software programs. And we see a lot of them kind of, stopped working. Why? Because it is easy to develop, guys, 1 + 1 = 2, but it's not that easy to develop a scalable architecture which a million 1 + 1 = 2 at the same time. And that's what we do with EVA, scale out architecture. And I mean, the second thing is also employing AI to make sure that like Barry said, like the Tesla autonomous car, or other examples like the AI is writing your email, the same AI can also manage your bids and kind of manage your pricing, replenishment, forecasting, and all that stuff. That's what we are doing with EVA. And so far, it was a great success for us. But also, we understand the value of the human. And that's why we also have the experts now, more than maybe 300 people team, because it makes a lot of sense to combine the the best of the AI and the human. Now, coming back to advertising, Barry, because 4 years ago, the main difference was advertising was just starting on Amazon. It was like nice to have, a great way to spend a few dollars and maybe get some better orders and some consumers that never searched you before. So that was like a nice play inside Amazon. But today it's very different. Like, what do you think about the advertising on Amazon and in omnichannel like Walmart and all the other marketplaces? And what is the value of Eva now within advertising?
That's a pretty good question. I would like to address, like not 4 years ago, but 8 years ago, I was trying myself to, I was consulting some of the private label brands. I was trying to use some primitive scripts that I built myself, and then tools started to show up. I tried those tools as well, but always very primitive, and I couldn't do what I want to do. And the advertising thing was so simplified. There was no data. And that even 4 years ago, when we talk about the advertising, okay, sponsored products, sponsored brands, and now we are talking about totally different terminology like DSP, and the Amazon attribution advertising, like AMC, Amazon Marketing Cloud. All these things are supported by the technology. Without having the technology, you cannot get into details, and you cannot measure this. If you cannot measure, then you don't learn anything. You just try, you spend your money, it's okay. That's how we learned. But if you measure, then it means you're gonna learn something and you can build the next version. This loop always continues, like build, measure, learn loop. That's where we are in Eva. And Eva, like 4 pillars. I have a slide. If you want, I can share that slide with you.
Absolutely.
What we focused on, and what we're going to talk about this slide. Let me share it with you. This is something very important for us that we put to the center of Eva, that we can focus and we always try to improve, because today whatever we learned will not be ended soon. It will continue forever, because Amazon is changing the things, and we're gonna learn a lot of things from Amazon changes, the black box algorithms that you never know. That's what we like to decrypt, all these algorithms, and we are trying to provide the best efficient way of advertising for our customers, which we have got a lot of testimonials from our customers. You can visit eva.guru to see more what we are doing. Let me share this.
Yeah, while you are sharing, I think maybe 2 very important things about our advertising strategy. Number 1, we believe it's not only about Amazon. So the brand owners need to understand what would be the right multimedia mix, in which marketplace, which campaign, how much you're going to invest, what's the return. So we kind of like do it with Eva. So it's not only about Amazon anymore. It's about Walmart, Google, Facebook, and all that stuff. And the second thing is, besides the omnichannel advertising and multimedia mix, is everything we do, we always take care of the profits. If you want to lose money, that's fine, because maybe you do brand awareness, but you still need to know how much you lose. At the end of the day, you still do this business to make money, to make profits. So the profit-driven omnichannel advertising is the biggest differentiator of Eva. So the slide looks amazing, Barry. Tell us more about it.
Absolutely. That's how Eva has started with Amazon. But as you said, Amazon is only some part of the picture. But in order to complete the full picture, as you already have seen a lot of tools, they focus on only one vertical. And as a customer, you are already doing this vertical yourself. by getting some help from the tools, but at the same time, the reimbursement, the vendor recovery. At the same time, you're going to check your returns. At the same time, you're going to check your pricing, your competitors, a lot of things. And a human life cannot be, it's not a mortal job anymore. You have to get the technology power with you to deep dive into what you can find in the gold mine. Amazon is the gold mine right now. You're going to check, you're going to detect, and you're going to get into details. And this comes with the business intelligence. That's why I'm going to start with the profit. We dig into details, every expense from Amazon, like FBA fee changes, or any other extra unknown miscellaneous expense that you have seen, it is detected by EVA, and you can see when you connect your store, you can see all the details, expenses, net profit, gross profit. Even you can add your own expenses like Mira expenses. You can add to EVA and you can see your net profit on this calculation. That's what we have handled so far. But don't worry, as you can see at the bottom of the slide, the Shopify, the Amazon, Walmart, Wayfair, eBay, Fairy, Mira, Google, TikTok, everything will be coming to EVA. And automatically we are going to integrate. We already have been granted by Walmart solution provider, and we will now started to develop AI-based Walmart advertising. So Amazon is not enough for us. There is way to go. And there is like years of development and improvements will be coming on the platform as a holistic view. As we are different than the other tools, we don't focus on the one vertical. It's one-stop shop. And as you can easily understand from your business management skills, you have to take care all these verticals yourself at the end of the day. You may divide into departments. You may divide into the departments. You have a way to manage the things, but without technology, with departments, do you want to spend $10,000 instead of automating and spending $1,000? Why not? There is no reason to continue spending money on the people because the new job opportunities are there, which is an expert using EVA. It's an opportunity. You don't spend your expert's time. Instead of you are using EVA to automate like autonomous process for most of the journeys you have. We already know those journeys. We are bringing and improving day by day. And profit driven is the number one thing that you have to check. If you are launching a new product, basically you have to know your budget, how much you're going to invest. In order to know the budget that you're going to invest for that product, you have to know the markets. Where are you at in the market and what you can get as a market share? Growth hacking is another strategy that we use. We spend thousands of dollars to find this best ways, the shortest ways, shortcuts to reach the goal. And in the first day, we provide our customers the projection, a free audit, advertising what you have done so far, what your company has done so far, or what your team has done so far. Basically, we audit all the actions and we know the market averages, what you should do in this market, because 9,000 brands is not like 10 stores and checking this, understanding as a human brain. It's not the way that you can work from now on. It's totally different aspect and different approach where you want to go with, and what is your cash power, which is the most problematic way. That if you don't know your cash power, cash strength, then you don't know how to improve your brand, how to launch your brand. Maybe it will go nowhere. Instead of $100,000, you have $50,000. Let's give it a shot. It's very expensive to learn. That's why we forecast a lot of things. We are checking the market. We are checking the bits, every keyword, every single penny that you're going to spend. We combine them together and we give you the projection to understand, or to guarantee your success.
Oh,
The
that's a very
second
good
thing
point.
is,
That's a very good point. Like me, let me just summarize that. Like the profit-driven advertising. First of all, I think it was always from day one our main strategy, right? It's all about profits. Like sooner or later, you need to make profits. Otherwise, what's the point to be on the e-commerce? And the other problem is the e-commerce margins are always getting less and less. Like it's not really improving. There's more competition. There's always supply chain issues. There's always competition on from multiple sides. So the margins are getting tighter. So you need to know your profits, especially when you are spending money with advertising. So with everything, Barry, you mentioned, the key point is like the EVA gives you precisely what your profits are, and it's accurate, and that is the key. Now, one thing which might be interesting for the brands, as the Prime Day is an important kind of time frame. The dynamic pricing and hourly bid management, which is almost an impossible task for any specialist to complete. Why? Because it's hourly. You need to optimize the bids and the price. So that is what we do with EVA. And the good part is in every single Prime Day, we see at least 30 to 50% better results compared to competition. Now, here, listen me carefully. I'm not talking about like comparing our customers' Prime Day with what customer achieved last week. I'm comparing the Prime Day result of our customer versus a competitor, which is not using EVA. So that is the key point about the profit-driven advertising. And we want to maximize the profits specifically when it's Prime Day. So
absolutely.
what about the conversion-focused advertising? What is it? Like, why it's so important?
Conversion focused advertising, it's there are a lot of factors that once you are targeting the right customers, they click your advertising and they do not purchase. That's the question. There are things like how many reviews you have. There are things like who is your competitors and what is your price, whether you have a brand value, which is very subjective. Right now, none of the companies in the world, they are spending millions of dollars to understand the brand value. That's where our journey will end at the end of this multi-channel, omni-channel, and all the expenses, all the competitors. We have more data, then we're going to evaluate more accurate result for brand awareness. The creative design, your pictures may not be very attractive, or lifestyle pictures. You may not contact to a person, to customer. They click, okay, they want to buy by search terms. It's the easiest way to go. Okay, but when you are on the page, you are with the customer with your product, what you have designed. The thumbnail, it's very important. All these tricks, it's very important to have the expertise, how to reach the goal in the shortest way. That's, for example, Prime Day, you gave very good example. In our company, we start preparation at least 4 weeks ago. It is the latest one to prepare our pages, our product pages for the Prime Day. Why it takes 4 days? Because we get the best result. If it is 1 week before, it doesn't work. You're going to get an average increase, not the best increase. That's how we go with the big data. Understand the data and then give some methodology with the AI help. We understand the best way. There may be better ways. We're going to find and discover, continue looking at the big data. We're going to discover more, and we're going to improve EVA by this. And SEO, conversion. You may not end up in the first page. You lose a lot of things. You may have like coupons, but they're not used. It's surprising, right? But we know the reason. why they're not used, and where to stop the coupons, where to apply the coupons. It's all about expertise. AI can decide something, but I will connect this conversion focused advertising with the right customer segmentation, which AI helps, the right keywords, like product targeting, like defensive campaigns. There are a lot of things on Amazon that you're going to learn. But if AI already automates most of the thing, then your business knowledge may override AI if it is not a business decision that you literally want to just grow on the rank. It's another decision that you should tell AI, okay, instead of profit, just focus on the rank. I want to have the bestseller batch. That's only one order is enough for AI to reach that goal. Even AI will suggest you, like if you are in the fifth in the subcategory, why not running towards the bestseller batch or Amazon choice batch? These are the things that you should be focused on each product every day. And you should learn, you should think, you should decide. It takes a lot of time. You don't have that time. That's what we are offering you, the time, the automation. Of course, when AI is not enough, as we are working on AI for years, even the Amazon is not as mature as Google, but it's going pretty fast. They changed all the terminology in 3 years. We are now talking totally different things. And we know Amazon will continue growing and hacking the market, being number one in the advertising vertical. So that's why we combine this with the best-in-class advertising experts. We believe you need, again, a well-trained person knowing Amazon advertising, how to do it, how to manage AI as well.
Barry,
And
I have something to say about the conversion-focused advertising before you dig into that best-in-class advertising experts. I think I just want to give like 2 examples. Like one, the key KPI here is the CVR, which is the conversion rate. If by leveraging the right image optimization and SEO, we are able to improve that conversion rate by 1 point, meaning from 10% to 11%, that will impact the ACOS by 10%. So the value on conversion, the value of conversion, which is a combination of increasing both CTR and CVR, is immense. Like, it's incredible on how much money you spend on advertising, which eventually derives the profit. So that's why we always combine the best experts, because some of the things that are related to conversion needs the expertise with the profit-driven advertising, which kind of justifies, at least one of the reasons why we have the best-in-class experts. So what do you want to tell us about that best-in-class experts, Barry?
absolutely. So this is something, a lot of things can be automated, but still there are some reports, some beta programs for Amazon that since we are Amazon Advanced Partner, we are talking with the technical solution providers and what they launch as beta. And we are trying those beta API and data together with them. So DSP, AMC, Amazon is expecting you to learn school, right? It is not possible for a standard Amazon seller already doing a lot of verticals himself or herself and trying to learn the skill. It is not acceptable. So that's why you need technology power to support you. And what you can get from AMC, all these experts, the first thing they check is the page view, the funnel, actually, what you have to pay attention to, like page view and the sessions. Okay, these are overall traffic that you have. So how quality they are. Then you're going to check click-through rate, which you call CTR. Maybe some of you, if you are listening to this podcast, you're going to learn this terminology as well. CTR is something we use like our name, and click-through rate. And then we check the add to baskets from AMC data. We're going to combine them. And from add to basket, how many conversion, the CVR, conversion rate. That's the funnel at the end. We already know the market average. We already know that 9,000 plus brands average, and we already know where you are at in that category. That's a big power. That's something that whether you're gonna support yourself to make the things better, that is actually comes from the data and the business intelligence and given your decisions to do something. I am sure all of you have got some experience finding something very effective, which is very simple thing you never thought. It happened to me when I was doing the Amazon business a lot of time, like creating a bundle and just multiplying my profit like 10 times, just bundling it. It was a very simple idea, but nobody has done it till that day. It is similar that we find the similar methods and the approach in advertising, and we train our experts with the advertising and what AI tried, what they have given to the AI as feedback to control AI. Like if it is a Tesla car, it's autopilot. You know that there are some problems in the yellow, in the traffic light. It sees and it stops. But in law, you can just pass through, but it doesn't pass. So basically, these experts, given this, how can I say, acceleration to reach your target sooner and more effective way without stopping and waiting for the green for 30 more seconds or one more. It's very simple, but you're going to consider the simplicity is the hardest thing in the world. That's why our approach to check a lot of complicated data, but make it simple to tell our customers and easily understand. That's why our experts, they are having weekly governance meetings with the customers, what they have done, what will they do, and what are the problems. These are the things that you're going to hear. Also, you're going to improve yourself. You're going to learn yourself. That's DSP and AMC experts for advanced advertising. It's the last 2 years topic, actually, 2-3 years. It's getting more complicated, more beta APIs, more data is coming from Amazon. More data means more trained AI. So we improve ourselves with the data that we are given by Amazon.
One of the things, Barry, you mentioned is the simplicity, which is the sophistication, which is the most difficult. It also requires like actionable insights. For example, we have a dedicated AMC team and a dedicated DSP team. One of the things that we see a lot of customers working with agencies who really doesn't have the DSP power or understanding of AMC, and that is already becoming a differentiator because every single company, every single brand is utilizing PPC, maybe not in the best way, but they do. But when it comes to DSP, only maybe 5% of the companies are utilizing DSP, which kind of helps you with audience-based marketing, which goes beyond the Amazon platform. And having the power of DSP, we saw like 5 to 10x better ROI compared to PPC, even excluding like a cannibalization effect, which I'm not going into details, but yes, we know that too. And when it comes to AMC, what we see is like it's already kind of an expensive analytics cloud. But what we do is like we pick the right reports which can really help to define a better advertising strategy. And like, for example, the lifetime value of the customer, or what's the customer acquisition cost, and which type of campaign goes better with other type. So there's a lot of this actionable insights that we take care, which really helps a lot. More than 50 people are certified with EVA, And I think one of the biggest differentiators of us, not only that we are the C-level people, we call ourselves the CEO, myself, and CXO Barry, and we are the computer engineers, which means that we understand the code, we understand AI, and not just at a marketing level, but at a very deep tech level. But also, like as Barry mentioned, we were the Amazon sellers before for many years, $100 million, and on top of it now, we are doing the podcast, which makes us the marketing people. Like maybe that's the only part which we might not be the best, but I hope that there is value to our customers to understand what is really important for them. Because whenever we talk, we always think if what we will need if we were the brands on Amazon. We always think like a brand rather than like a service provider, because that's where we come from. That's why we are able to understand what the brands need. And it's not only about Amazon, as we said, it's the omni-channel and it's the profit-driven advertising which creates the differentiator. But there is one more area which I think it's always ignored by the advertising people, is just because they don't understand the supply chain, the 3PL, the Amazon warehouses, the FBA. It's kind of like a bit of a physical world. And even I have to confess, I had no understanding of that world coming from a very digital background. And Barry was the one like even packing and labeling and shipping to Amazon warehouses for many years. And that knowledge of using senses rather than the fingers and eyes, but really being physically in a warehouse and understanding all the process created not only the EVA 3PL software, but also the inventory aware advertising. So Barry, please tell us more about this inventory aware advertising.
Yeah, I love it most, and it was the easiest for me to automate, to create the autonomous process for our customers. Actually, that's inventory aware advertising, starting from inventory management. That's why I remember there are some guys calling us crazy because we have our own warehouses, started with the 2 warehouses and then expanded to Canada, New York, and California, the 3rd warehouse. So basically, this 3PL thing, Amazon FBA, is something that you have to pay attention to. Like there are, again, simple rules, but 100 rules altogether, right? Your UPC, your EAN code are valid, or you should label correctly, or you should pack your products in a way that Amazon accepts. And the discrepancy, we already know Amazon is doing their best for managing the inventory. They are scanning and receiving, but millions of people are working in these warehouses, millions of square feet that they are working in these warehouses. And it's a human thing. It cannot be automated yet. There are the max automation, like the Amazon robots. I am sure you have seen in the videos, like how they try to automate it. But at the end, it depends on the human. If there is a human process, there are some mistakes there. It is inevitable, all of us. And when you work, that's why I call myself CXO, Chief Experience Officer. I was driving forklift. I was carrying the pallets. I was packing. I was taping. All these expenses also affects your profits. If you don't enter your expense for supplies, shipping supplies, you cannot see your profit. You have to enter from somewhere. You have to enter your monthly rent so you can see your profit. All this comes to the advertising. What I'm going to connect here, inventory aware advertising, we already automated a lot of things like hourly bidding, checking the conversion rates. It's related to conversion focused advertising. It's really hard to design a system which time of the day, if I advertise, I get the best profit instead of continuously advertising it. That's something uh, from the big data, we work like months to understand what is the best way to advertise in which hours and in what is the most efficient way. Inventory is, for me, it's straightforward. If you don't have low inventory or overstock in FBA, if you do not replenish on time, we can easily detect with the Amazon integration where you are at. If you have like 15 days of inventory, then you're going to stop somewhere. You're going to at least start decreasing the daily budgets and then start decreasing the biddings. And we have figured out the most efficient way how to adjust your advertising without starting from scratch. As you all know, if you are out of stock, you start spending that advertising to build the algorithm to show your product again, almost the same expense. It's very expensive. You should pay attention to your inventory. And in the EVA platform, you have the alerts that replenish this. You are almost out of stock. Hey, you will be out of stock. The red alerts, the orange alerts, you can see and you can take the action for your business and to monitor your team, how they are replenishing, how they are managing your inventory on the FBA. And of course, Amazon is doing a lot of mistakes by scanning the wrong product, by not scanning it. You ship 100 items, Amazon receives 80 of them. You had to know. And Amazon receives 80 of them, separated into 10 different locations and ships out to other fulfillment centers that you never see. It is Amazon algorithm, like black box algorithm, as I mentioned in the beginning of the podcast. You had to automate this process. It was the easiest for me because I was in the middle of the warehouse and checking my inventory for each item. I was calculating cents where Amazon is shipping my items. Is Amazon charging for something? As the last 6 months, you already know Amazon Logistics. 2 years ago, they focused on the logistics. We are at the same time Amazon Freight partner. So we have considering everything to reduce your cost on the Amazon side, because Amazon is high volume, low margin business. We already know that. We experienced it for years. That's why profit is in the center that you have to focus on. So bid adjustments, they automatically by AI, it is decreased if you don't have enough inventory that EVA already detects you will be out of stock. EVA checks your seasonality from the last year's data. EVA knows all the holidays, the Prime days, the Mother days, back to school days, whatever the sales is like sales trend is going increasing, then you're going to stop and think about your inventory management. But you don't need to. If you have EVA, why not using EVA and advertise your products and let AI handle the bidding, optimization, ACOS? Everything will be 80% automated. With the expert help, we complete this to 100%. We are trying to increase our service quality by talking with you, talking with customers, talking in our team, discussions, boards, new training documents. A method is just found out it works very well for any specific category. We just try with the other categories. All these best practices are collected in the knowledge base. And all these experts, they just memorize all these methodologies and they build the strategies based on your category, product, competitor, and Amazon advertising, even the seasonality. All these are important things. That's why integrated logistics, we are natively talking with the ShipStation. If you are using ShipStation, we can get your shipping costs automatically to see your profit. That's amazing feature none of the tools are offering. So if you are using Amazon Buy Shipping service, it's already there. Most of the tools, they provide this, but not the ShipStation, which is the most popular tool in the United States that you can consider EVA to see your real profit.
Right. I mean, that's really amazing. Just to summarize, it's about conversion, it's about being inventory aware, it's about being profit driven, and it's about having the right advertising experts, not only PPC, but also DSP, AMC, Walmart, Fair, Wayfair. We just go into the Fair advertising too. So that together with Google and Meta, all together creates a kind of a platform and a way of kind of approaching advertising where we maximize your profits for the long term and we accelerate your growth in the short term. Now, one of the things that Barry mentioned was reimbursements. That's always a problem, an anomaly of Amazon. We always tell Amazon to fix that reimbursement problem, which shouldn't normally happen, but it happens. Like, we believe we are the number one reimbursement company in the world by having more than 10,000 customers. And the best thing about Eva, we helped over the last couple of years to reduce the fees associated with the success of recovering money from almost 25% down to 11%. Now we charge 11% of the successful recoveries as a fee. And even if you're a bigger customer, like doing more than $1 million or 10 million, there will be even a single digit rate for you. So don't worry about reimbursements. We'll take care of you on that respect as well. And never ever pay more than 15% to reimbursements. And we believe the ones which are charging more are overcharging. Not very good. I mean, we don't like it. One of the reasons why we don't like it, because we help. I mean, we are a San Diego-based company. We love to help small and medium businesses in the US and then all around the world. And dealing with the small and medium businesses, meaning brands, is very important for us because they are already pressured by the giants. I mean, the giants are already, each of these giants have hundreds of brands that they acquired over the time. And being a small brand in the US market or even any other market is really, really tough. How to compete. Now, Amazon is already giving you, first Amazon and all the rest, is already giving you that opportunity to compete, but still it's really tough, even if your entry, like the barrier of entry to Amazon is not really that big deal, but to compete on Amazon is a big deal. Now, that's exactly where we come in. We put the right AI tech, we put the right experts, and what we call the Costco model, which is the best tech, the best experts at the lowest price, and we make sure the small businesses in the US thrive. So that's very important for us. That's why we don't like these reimbursement companies when they charge more than 15%. And if they charge less, we allow them. That's what we do.
Yes.
So,
and I would like to
Barry.
add, I would like to add one thing for reimbursement, that we love being transparent. We love giving the trust to our customers. This is our reimbursement UI, and you can see what Eva recovered, what others are recovered. As you can see, Eva always more than the others, always. These 2 months, we are noticed, and the third month we took the action. We beat all the other third parties with more recovery. And you always have the ability to see what other company is doing, what we are doing, and what Amazon automatically reimburses you. Some of the cases, Amazon reimburses you automatically. And you can see all the details by Eva, by Amazon, by other, whatever you see here. The good part is our approval time is very short comparing to any other companies here. So basically, we love sharing data with you. It's understandable, very intuitive UI, and you can come and visit Eva to see more. We would be very happy to help you and show, demo, whatever you need, being some initial insight for your business. I am managing customer success myself. I will be happy to give you more knowledge that I already collected from thousands of companies.
So if you're a brand, a small, medium business on Amazon, please do not hesitate to reach out to us, and we'll be helping you for free. We'll be very happy to give you advice. If you connect your store to Eva, which is also free, you can already get a lot of insights. You can start the reimbursement at the best rates. It's all automatic. You can even start your advertising. You can start a dynamic pricing. And everything we do is all to increase your profits and to outsmart the competition, whether it's in the US, in China, in any other place. We want to make sure that you have enough profits so that you can compete better, and you can also bring back more cash at the end of the day. So Barry, I mean, that was an amazing summary of like what Eva is doing, our history, why advertising should be done by Eva, why we are focusing on advertising, and how we are doing this. And finally, all these comments about the recovery services, the reimbursements, as well as we do the Amazon vendor profit recovery too. So thank you very much for your time. And I believe next time we should be also showing more about the Eva Analytics platform. So that will be maybe the next recording that we can do. And for now, so thank you very much. And if you want to reach out to us, please navigate to eva.guru and either connect your store for free or speak to an expert. There are 2 buttons there. Click to one of them and let's start our engagement. Thanks a lot.